Hey guys, and welcome to or back to my channel. I'm Lady Mary and I'm here to help. So, I want to explain a little bit to you guys. I'm sorry I have not put up a new video in the last few weeks. I have been down very sick. I've been on bed rest for the last 2 weeks. I've been dealing with this illness for about a month. There's a severe infection in my back. And I go to see the surgeon tomorrow and I'll find out more about, having surgery done and recovery and all of that. Because yes, surgery has to be done in order for me to get better. I've been on antibiotics for about 3 weeks. It will continue after surgery as this is a very severe infection. I don't want to complain too much because I'm actually here to help you guys. That's why I have this channel. Is to share information, help you live a happier life, receive those messages you need to hear from Spirit, whatever it may be. That's why I'm here. I want to talk about kindness. Kindness is severely lacking in this world. When I do go out, it's not often. I've been kind of in hermit mode for a couple of years, and I've done that on purpose. But when I do go out, I'm an empath. I feel everything from everyone. And all I feel is ugh all the time. That's the best way I can put it. Ugh. I'm a very kind person, and I'm kind even when you're cruel. Today, I felt really good by making a couple of Arby's workers feel better about themselves in their day. That brings me joy and that brings me happiness to know that I put somebody in, more pep in their step, or feeling, yeah, I can get through this. I get a lot of thank yous. I get a lot of, you're so nice, you're so kind. The reason I'm kind is because I've been through a lot of shit in my life. And I've watched other people go through a lot of shit in their lives. And what I'm talking about is things like people hating on you, drama, people talking crap about you behind your back, people even doing negative spell work on others for stupid reasons, jealousy, anger, mainly a lot of jealousy. It's weird what people will be jealous of. It's very weird. And there's something called the evil eye. I don't know how many of you know about it, but the evil eye is basically a curse that's put on people to be hateful, to create negativity in this world, to keep us positive beings down. And if you're one of those haters, I don't have a problem being kind to your face because I know it'll irritate you. My light always irritates the dark. And I'm used to that. Over the years, I've learned about people and what they genuinely are. I've learned a lot in my hermit mode. Hermit is a tarot card, hermit mode. Focusing on myself and my life and my spirituality and my abundance and my everything. I never took time to take care of myself. And that's how I learned this lesson. Do you think negatively in your thoughts about yourself, about others, about situations? Every negative thought you have puts out negativity into the universe to come back to you. Even if your own thoughts about yourself are negative, you got to stop that, because everything negative that you think about yourself will come back into fruition. I know it's hard to stay positive. I know it's hard to love the entirety of yourself, but it's kind of needed to have the best life possible. I love my light side and my dark side. I love everything about myself. I know that sounds kind of egotistical, and some people would even call it narcissistic. That's not true. You have to love yourself in order to have love for others, in order to truly be in that high vibration of love. Love is the key. And I say that a lot. Love is the key to everything, here and on the other side. You have to love all of you in order for you to share who you truly are. I have a dark side. As much as I have a light side, they mirror each other in extremes. However, I have control of my dark side. I couldn't harm a fly. Self-defense, sure, but I could never hurt anyone. Do no harm, take no shit. That's basically what it is. Doing harm, I can't help you. You're the one who has to stop hating on people or hating on yourself or hating on whatever situation you've got going on in your life. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's just trying to have a better life, just to exist on a higher level. I think I lost my train of thought there. Sorry about that, guys. Oh yeah, I was going to tell a story. I went to the grocery store today, and I've been feeling like absolute butt the last month. But I still have to live. I still have to go out and get my groceries, and I still gotta whatever. Everyone in that store irritated my soul. Just because of the way they were feeling. That leads directly to what they're thinking. People don't have camaraderie. They don't have kindness anymore. You know, people trying to run over you with carts, or people being rude, or like this one guy last week. I was at the store and he got mad that I was taking a while. Well, my card was declined, and I had no idea why. It shouldn't have been declined at all. But he starts getting upset with me. And I looked right at him with a smile on my face and said, I'm sorry I'm holding you up. I didn't know that I was going to be declined and my card should be working. So the cashier tried again, and it did work. But the fact of the matter is, this man didn't have to say anything. He didn't have to be rude and be negative with me. So I turned to him again. I said, I'm sorry for what you're going through. I feel you, and I'm sorry that you feel this way. It's not a good feeling. And then, of course, he pops off, you don't know me, blah, blah, blah. And that's fine. That's fine. I get it all the time. It's fine. I was like, you're right. I don't know you. But you're part of my family. You're part of the collective. You're part of something bigger. And he looked at me funny. Then he gave me a smile. And he said, you are something else. Yes, sir, I am something else. And I hope you have a better day. I went ahead and left. Was putting my groceries into the SUV. He came back up to me and he said, thank you. Thank you. Being kind can turn one person's life, or day, should I say, in a better way. And if we can all do that, imagine how much better all of us would feel. There's too much hate. There's too much war. There's too much, what's the best word? Splitting of the collective. Everybody has their own opinions. Everybody has their own thoughts about things. We don't have to fight about them. We're all different. We all have different beliefs. Just because somebody else's beliefs or ideas don't match yours doesn't mean they're wrong. It doesn't mean you're right. It doesn't mean they're right either. They could be off. However, I tend to find that when I give the best of myself and show respect for myself and respect for others, I get positive feedback. Could be anything. It could be, somebody reaches out to me and says, hey, you made my day. That makes me feel amazing. That makes my light shine. As a matter of fact, I can feel my light shining right now. And for those of you who are sensitive and psychic and can see auras, you know I'm beaming right now. And that's where kind of everybody else needs to head toward, is that bright light that you're an amazing person. Thank you so much for, just giving me some sweet words. It makes my day too. It really does. I enjoy it. That's part of my soul mission, is to help people be more positive. Help people know that, yes, there are those who understand. There are those that are not judgmental. I don't judge. I've never been a real judger. Well, I was when I was a kid, but that's different. I had to break my own programming. Lost my train of thought. I am so sorry. Anyways, kindness. You never know what somebody's going through. You never know what they're dealing with. You never know if, that guy that cut you off on the interstate was just doing that to be a jerk. Maybe somebody in his family is dying at the hospital and he's got to rush there. Please don't assume you know what people are thinking. Please do not assume you know what people are feeling. And please don't assume you know what people are doing. Now, when you see it for yourself that there are people doing wrong, of course, pay attention to that. Check those red flags. Those are people you don't want in your life, because even negative people will bring you down. A friend of mine reminded me recently that not everybody that calls you a friend has your best intentions at heart, and that is very true. I have another friend. She's one of my best friends. She's had a lot of negative things coming at her lately. I told her I felt like she had a target on her back. She does. But that's because of how good she is. That's because of how pure she is. That's because of how, honestly, amazing she is. But people put targets on backs like that all the time. Our light irritates the dark. The dark knows it when we're around. So, of course, they want to try to bring us down. Don't let people's opinions, people's words affect you. I know it's hard, because sometimes those words are coming from somebody we love, or coming from our boss, or coming from somewhere important in your life or a job or whatever. Pardon me. You got to take what people say, especially if it's negative, with a grain of salt. Or you turn it into a lesson. Maybe they did say something right and it irritated you. Maybe they pointed out something that was a character flaw that you aren't ready to accept. So it irritates you or whatever. What do you do with that, though? Do you decide, oh, I'm going to mess with this person. I'm going to get revenge somehow. I'm going to make them feel stupid. I'm going to do some stuff that, is not good, like spell work. Negative spell work. Let me be more clear on that. And I know what it's like to have someone do bad spell work on someone, because I have dealt with it. And I've dealt with it for years. I don't understand why. But like I said, I irritate people's darkness, and they tend to come back at me with something. For my friend, it is well undeserved. I know who these people are. Not truly, because I don't like toxicity into my life. But I avoid them at all costs. And there's, a reason, because they're toxic people. When people are actively attacking you, I know it's hard to be positive. When people are messing with your life, I know it's hard to be positive. I know it's hard not to get revenge. I know it's hard not to go out and do something silly like key the car or whatever. But every single thought, every single action that's negative comes back on you. And honestly, no one has the right to trample on somebody, period. I'm very anti-bullying. And what these people are doing is bullying, cyberbullying. And yes, it is a crime. It is. I've been anti-bullying for years. I was bullied terribly as a kid. Even into, my early adulthood, I let people bully me. And that's the thing, I let people bully me. I didn't realize that some of those people I could easily handle and cut them out of my life. Now, some of those people I couldn't. They did terrible, terrible things to me. And I'm not going to get into that because I don't need to rehash that now. I'm trying to stay positive, right? These people got what they deserved, though. And some of them are still paying for it. Did I want to hurt them when they did what they did to me? Yes. Did I? No. Because with those bullies, I had zero control. They came at me with pure hate. And I couldn't really do much about that. I didn't have control of that, especially when it becomes physical. But when I see bullies, I even empathize with them sometimes. That, okay, something bad happened to you to make you this way. Maybe you have an alcoholic, abusive father. Maybe you have a POS mother. Maybe your life wasn't what you would think it would be. Maybe there was a lot of negativity and a lot of abuse and a lot of aggression. And that what makes you a bully. Want to bully somebody else because you want to feel like you have control and power. That's not control and power. That's weakness. And it's one of the worst kinds of weakness. Sorry, I went off on a tangent about the bullies. The whole point is let go and let God, the source, the light, whatever, take care of it if you can. If you're in a life-threatening situation, get the help you need if you can. I didn't have much of a choice in that until after things were done. But then I was also told I wouldn't be believed by an adult, a sheriff actually. Told me it was my word against theirs. One of them being her son. Of course, her son could do no wrong. Anyway, I was young. I believed her. I figured I had no self-confidence either. No self-esteem, no power really, until I started standing up for others that were bullied. I have 2 friends specifically. One of them I still talk to on a daily basis since high school, that I stood up for against their bullies. And then I started feeling power within myself. Even though my situation hadn't changed much, I was still almost 300 pounds, still the weird kid, still, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. None of it mattered. The fact of the matter was, they went and attacked a light being. Kindness, people. Kindness. Because again, you never know what somebody's been through. Don't run over people's boundaries. If they tell you to leave them alone, leave them alone. If they ask you to back off, back off. Confrontation isn't really needed. I can't think of a situation where confrontation is absolutely necessary. I mean, I understand if someone is being violated. I understand if somebody's rights are being violated. I get that. But if we all act in a balanced manner, cool, calm, collected, and try to understand each other, try to have some camaraderie, try to have some compassion, I could see a lot of things changing in this world. If we're all negative, that spreads across the globe. If we're all positive, that also spreads across the globe. Our world is a shit show right now. Everybody's afraid. Everybody's got anger. Everybody has, the frustration and the worry and all these negative emotions that come up with fear, usually. Like specifically the possibility of there being another world war. I'm not going to say much on that. I know what Spirit has told me, but I'm not supposed to share, and I'm sorry I'm not supposed to share because I would love to. Maybe I'll be able to share a little while later. The whole point, though, be kind to others, right? Now, here's the most important part. Be kind to yourself. To yourself. Do you think a lot of negative thoughts in your head about yourself every day? Are you mostly frustrated rather than balanced? Maybe you need to take a step back and look, okay, what is it about me and feeling this way? What is it about my life I don't like? What is it about, and then try to figure that out and find a way to change that negativity into positivity. It is not easy. I'll say it again. It's not easy, especially with all the negativity that is going on in the world right now. But I truly believe if we all come together and start understanding that everybody's got freaking issues and everybody has a dark side and everybody has, whatever. It's how you handle it. It's how you react that matters. I've had a lot of haters in my life. And sadly, some of those haters were very, very important to me. I had to do the hermit mode thing, take a step back and really learn about people and try to catch those red flags way before it's too late. I'm one of those that is very nice and I give a lot of chances, or at least I used to. But after taking hermit mode, I know my worth. I know I deserve better. And I won't accept anything less than halvesies or better. And what I mean by that is you meet me halfway or better. Because that's what I do. I meet people halfway and then go over and above if they deserve it. I'm even meant to talk to the evil people out there. I'm meant to talk to them and try to get them to feel a different way. To try to be positive, to try to change life for the better. A lot of people complain about what's not going right in their lives. It's not going to continue to go right if you keep bitching. You got to think to yourself, what do you want? What do you really want? What will make you happy in this life? And you have to know yourself to be able to figure those things out. So loving yourself, learning who you really are, what you're here for. Because nobody's here for no reason. We're all here for a purpose, whether it be good or bad. And it doesn't always have to be one-sided, all good, all bad. Everybody has a dark side and a light side. Like I said, it's how you handle it. It's how you represent yourself. It's how you show that you can change everything in your life. Everything. If you don't like your situation, change it, because nobody can change it for you. You really have to be honest with yourself, though. I never wanted to accept my dark side. I knew it was there. I knew how often it came up, but I was always told, you have to be a good person, do unto others and all this other stuff. Sometimes we don't think like a good person. Something happens to us and we just want to rage or whatever. Cry, run away, whatever it is. But we can't run away from ourselves, can we? So I have learned to love my dark side, because my dark side's not bad. My dark side's a little mischievous, but not bad. I'm not out there harming people. I'm not out there, talking crap about people. I'm not out there creating drama. I'm not out there trying to sabotage other people's lives. Doing that brings you down, period. I also understand that sometimes I sound too perky and too positive, and that'll get on people's nerves. It's okay. People get on people's nerves. It is what it is. But let it go. I do know when to stop talking. So if someone is really getting irritated with me or whatever, I'll just drop it. I'll leave it alone. But those are usually strangers. When you actually know me, you see what I am and what I'm capable of and whatever. A lot of us assume we know somebody and we don't. A lot of us assume we know what so-and-so is doing, or why so-and-so is jealous, or why so-and-so, whatever. Seriously, let it go. Especially, I understand it's hard when someone tries to ruin your life, or tries to fuck with your life, or tries to whatever. It is so hard to let that go because you just want to get back at them. Like, how dare you? But if you can take a step back, breathe. You can be the person that shows this other person that what they did was wrong in a kind and respectful manner. You don't have to be kind all the time. Because there are people, I understand completely, that deserve kind of a smack in the face. Don't do that. That's assault. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Don't do anything that will put your life in jeopardy in any way, whether it be going to jail, whether it be, dealing with a toxic relationship. Again, easier said than done. Easier said than done. I have been in relationships where I should have left the second they did me wrong the first time. People are either lessons or blessings in your life. And that's what you need to learn. Lesson or blessing. Lesson or blessing. I have found fewer blessings, but they are so much better than the lessons. And I have learned my lessons. If we don't learn from our mistakes, if we don't learn every day about something new, if we don't learn, we don't grow. And nobody's done growing even till the day they die. Nobody is done growing. You can always grow. One of my favorite things to say is I like to learn something every day. And I do. And sometimes I remember it, sometimes I don't. But that's just because I have memory issues. I suggest to the world, please be kind. Please be considerate. Please be respectful. Please promote peace and healing and love and light. I hadn't decided if I wanted to do a tarot card reading or not, because I was more about talking about love and loving yourself, specifically loving yourself. You can't love anybody else till you love yourself. And I know people hear that all the time and say, oh, that's not true. It kind of is true. We'll say my ex. I was madly in love with him. Would have done anything for him, did do anything for him. But he was bringing nothing but darkness into my life. I know that he and I have a soul connection. Will I put up with it in this world? No. No. And if someone treats you a way you don't deserve to be treated, they're not for you. Take your lesson and move on. Again, it's hard. So hard. So hard. But back to the point, I wasn't sure if I was going to do a reading or not, but I think I will. I've been yammering on for 30 minutes now. Good Lord. I'm sure y'all sick of hearing me talk. Give me your cards. There we go. All right. So this is the deck I use. It's Oracle of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish, and the artwork is done by Jasmine Beckett Griffin, which I love. I love her. So this is it, Shadows and Light. Again, both sides, light and dark. So real quick, I'll do a real quick reading for what the world needs right now. For what the world needs to know. The messages for everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, it just wasn't really meant for you, I guess. But this should resonate with a lot of people. If you were brought here, you are meant to see this message. Completely meant. And thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Ooh. I need to get that one because it flipped. A shallow grave is the card. And it means that we're missing someone. I know everyone in the world is missing someone. Whether it be to death, whether it be from distance. I truly miss somebody that was a big part of my life, but sadly we no longer speak. The whole point of that one and what I'm feeling is that Spirit is trying to tell you, eventually you'll be with this person again. We're all energies, we're all souls. And I am personally dealing with the possibility of a death in my family. And I will miss her if she passes. I'm hoping she doesn't. I'm actually praying she doesn't. Please send out loving vibes and prayers for the health of my effective stepmom. She's not doing well. But yeah, we're all missing someone, whether it be love, family, friends. I feel your pain. I actually feel a lot of pain right now. And with your thoughts, try to keep them positive, even though you have lost something or someone. You haven't really lost it. It was just time for that person to go, or whatever the situation is. I miss a couple of my friends who have died from overdoses. Heroin specifically. Heroin's evil. One I miss very much, who just passed recently. So again, never assume you know what people are going through. Anyway, I think a lot of us are missing that light in our lives. The light that we can give ourselves. Seriously, that we can give ourselves. In the next video, I want to teach y'all how to bring out your own light at will. So we'll go into that later. Anyways, I'm not getting anything else. Please, Spirit, help me understand what the world needs to know. Please give the next card. Here we go. The Witch of the End of the World. And I told you we're going through some stuff. It is a time of an end for us, in a way. The way life is now will not be the same in a couple of years. And, that's normal, right? History teaches us whatever, we move forward or we don't. I'm hoping as a collective we move forward because it also says a new beginning. The world is going to change. I hope you're ready for that. I'm also hoping you're ready to be honest with yourself and be balanced. Because we're going to go through a state of absolute chaos. And we've got to remember to try to stay as balanced as we can. Try to think positively, pray positively, spread vibes positively, however you put energy out. I think we should all say a prayer for our existence, for our planet, for our future. Because it's not looking so hot. A lot more bad things are going to happen before anything good happens. We all have to be prepared. We all have to be prepared. And if we can try to be as positive as possible and help others and be kind and be compassionate and have camaraderie, we'll make it through. We'll make it through everything. As hard as it may be. And there's going to be a lot of death. Sadly. A lot more death, should I say. There's going to be a major event soon that's going to shake the world. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know something's coming. And I'm never wrong when I know something's coming. Sadly, I'm never wrong. There are times I wish I was. But it's Spirit telling me what I need to know. Spirit telling me the information. Sometimes Spirit is off a little bit, time-wise or intensity-wise, but when they give a warning to me, I know something's coming. And I feel this event may be within the next 3 months, whatever this event is. It's going to change things for the worse. And sadly, I know people are going to get worse. Honestly, I'm trying not to cry now because this is just, it's a terrible situation. Please help me, Spirit, decipher a message for the world. We're going to get a final card. Thank you, angels and spirits, for helping me. Thank you for making me the messenger of your word. Last card, please. I love this. It's the Dress of Alchemy. You see that? It's a pretty card too. I love these cards. Anyways. It says it's time for all of us to release our power. We all have power. More than you think. Even if you don't believe you have any power, you do. You just gotta find it. Not all situations are easy. But you gotta find that light, that balance. And we do have power. We have power to change the world, guys. The entire world. So why not do it? Let's all spread love, spread light, and be compassionate. Be kind. I cannot beg you enough, especially to be kind to yourself. Kind, not arrogant, not egotistical. The word narcissist gets thrown around a lot, and I can't stand that because people don't understand what the actual definition for a narcissist is. And I have I've got a few other friends that they've been talking to me about this and how that word is overused and used incorrectly. A narcissist is someone that has no empathy. They don't have the capability to feel bad for anyone. They don't have the capability to love in a healthy way. They can love, but it's not genuine love. First and foremost, they love themselves. Yeah. First and foremost, they love themselves. So be careful with using that word narcissist, because if you're not using it correctly, you shouldn't be using it at all. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I've noticed I've been kind of blah, 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 blah for 40 minutes. I thank you for coming. I thank you for listening. And I hope I helped you today. I really do. I hope you heard something that made you go, aha, or yay positivity. Yay positivity. I also want to say I am blessed. I have somewhere to live. I've got a vehicle if I need it. I've got my family. And I really want to give a shout out to my mom, my sister, and her husband for being the amazing people you are. They understand I'm going through a rough patch. And there's not much, I don't have a lot of control right now. I'm on bed rest. And, I'm trying to be able to pay rent. And I feel like a burden because I have not in a couple of months. It's just because I can't. I shouldn't even say that. I shouldn't say I can't. I shouldn't say I have no control. Because again, that makes it reality. I do have control. I do have some, anyway. Until I see the surgeon and get my surgery done, I'm not going to be better. But I have to stay positive. I have to remind myself, okay, I feel like crap. Okay, I'm going to need major surgery. Okay, I could be flipping out. But you've got to stay balanced, at least balanced. If you can't be positive, I understand. But any negativity you put out comes back. Also, don't lie about situations because they could become true. So, no lying. No lying. I don't put up with that. Just saying I don't. Some people do. It is what it is. When I was younger, I used to lie a lot, and I've learned a lot of things. I've definitely grown, especially in these last few years. I've grown a lot. But I had to take that time to myself. I had to step back from taking care of everyone else, even though that's what I've done my whole life. It was time for me. And guess what? Now it's time for you. It's time for you. Take your power back. Be positive. I know it's not easy, guys. If you need a personal reading, please reach out to me in the comments and we will set that up. I'm going to get off here because I'm sure that I'm annoying some people. If you watch this all the way through, God bless you. I thank you so much. Source bless you, whatever entity or deity or higher power you have. Love and light to all. And I'm Lady Mary. I'm here to help.